Hi, Sandy Solis, prophetic novelist, author of Spirit Wings book series, talking about the language of the Spirit, part 4. And I'm going to relay a vision dream I had, maybe over 10 years ago. And just give you an example of how I interpreted it. And maybe just through modeling it, you can get some insights on your own dreams and visions. And also drop in the comments what you would like discussions about or interpretations of different meanings of things, and we can delve into those subjects. So this was a dream or vision, and I don't remember if I was sleeping or awake, but the first part is I saw a light bulb, and within the light bulb was a movie of a evergreen tree. It's very appealing and cool, and it was a neat imagery. The interpretation of that part was that this is fiber optics. Now, this was before fiber optics was in my area. I was familiar with it. I knew what it was, but we were not living with fiber optics in our area. We are now, in just last year, we got fiber optics where we live here in Green Country, Oklahoma. So I think the message was about saving the planet, possibly a global warming type message. And the impression I got was the Lord was saying that when you see this type of thing happening, when fiber optics come, when you have global warming messages, it's getting to be last days and getting to expect Yeshua might come sooner. Get ready for rapture. So the next part was that I was struck by the idea that people on social media were not afraid to make fun of God and his kingdom, and that this would be a sign of the last days and that we were getting closer to his second coming. And this come to my mind because of the thing with the 5 rings. You know what I'm talking about, in you know where. And they mocked, you know what? Okay, I don't want to get kicked off, and I don't want this kicked off. So 2 Peter 2, 8 through 11. Just before this, they were talking about Sodom and Gomorrah and how it vexed the righteous people to see what was going on. So I'm going to read this out of the ESV. For as that righteous man lived among them day after day, he was tormented, his righteous soul, over their lawless deeds that he saw and heard. Then the Lord knows how to rescue the godly from trials and to keep the unrighteous under punishment, keeping the unrighteous under punishment until the day of judgment, especially those who indulge in the lust of defiling passions and despise authority. Bold and willful, they will not tremble as they blaspheme the glorious ones. Glorious ones refers to angels and that sort of thing, things in God's kingdom. Whereas angels, though greater in might and power, do not pronounce blasphemous judgments against them before the Lord. So I think this is like when Michael and different ones says, the Lord rebuke you. But these people have no fear, and they will rebuke the Lord himself or the things of the Lord. So that's 2 Peter 2, 8 through 11. Okay, the next part of the encounter, dream, vision, the third part, was even weirder. I saw a person that very close to me, I'm not going to say a name, and she was female, and she was denying the rapture. And she was like saying this out in public. Don't expect the rapture. Don't go to the rapture. There is no rapture. And I thought, oh, that's odd. And then another person very close to me, and I won't say his name, he was connecting to a brick in a wall. And he says, yeah, I used to be a brick myself. And he was like talking to the brick, and the brick was talking back. Weird. Yes. Language of the Spirit. Figure it out. What was that all about? So I felt I needed to do some warfare. There's some demonic connection he had with some ungodly thing. We are creative beings. We're made in the image of God. We're not bricks in a wall. So you might think of an old rock and roll song. Josh said, another brick in the wall. If you know that song, you know what I'm talking about. So this is my craziness that I'm bringing to you today in the language of the Spirit. I would call it craziness, just saying that it's not your normal thing, and it takes a while to figure it out. It's like a mystery. It's like a lover's game with God, only take the idea of sexuality in the term lovers. And he's saying, come on, let's go on a little adventure. Talk to me. Let's talk about this. And then, he will expound and he will expose what he's saying and the deeper meanings. And it's very fun and a wonderful journey to take. So I want to invite you, leave in the comments what you would like to discuss. And let's delve further into these things. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time on Language of the Spirit. Bye.